Alright, I think we should be on. So, welcome everybody.
Yep, you're on. You can do whatever.
Thanks for the great race, it was fun to watch. And yeah, this is Bioshock Infinite. Gonna start on easy. And timer begins when the logo has disappeared. Or no, when the dialogue actually starts. I'll just say when it starts. Time starts... Nope. Right, Bioshock Infinite, everyone's favorite elevator simulator. First half of the run is, like, not first half an hour is pretty, well, there are not many tricks, so it's mostly movement optimization. Some things there are that can, like, where we skip some things, but it's, like, nothing too big. And after half an hour, the game really picks up its speed, and there are a lot of cool out-of-bounds tricks and stuff like that, so you can definitely look forward to that. But yeah, we've got quite some cutscenes in the beginning. I guess this time I will not say that Bioshock Infinite is a fun and great casual game, because last time I said that, people kinda hated me for that.
One goes into an experiment knowing one could fail. But one does not undertake an experiment knowing one has failed.
So yeah, it's kinda annoying in the beginning of this run if you're doing resets, which happen pretty often and intensively when running this, since there's some kind of RNG element after 30 minutes, which I will explain later. You always have to watch the like first 7 or 8 minutes, which are almost solely cutscenes. So that's not too nice. But yeah, getting up the elevator here, not the elevator, yeah, the lighthouse. It's just moving the right way. There's a small trick you can do. We'll see if I can get it. You can jump over some cupboards. The start of this game is basically as with the other Bioshock games, where there's a lighthouse. At least I think the first one. I think the second one didn't have that. It's pretty cool looking if you do it first, or if you get here first. Right, you can... Oh, almost got it. You can jump from the cupboard to the staircase. Saves like maybe a second or something. Now we come to the hardest part of the game. It's the belts.
Wait a minute, that card.
Got it. First try. So I'm picking up a bit of money here. We need to buy some stuff later. So that's kind of useful that we can already get some coins here. Now we gotta wait. Maybe we'll also get a dialogue skip. Like, there are some random dialogue skips then that can happen in certain places. We have not really figured out what causes them. It's just they can save you like up to 20 seconds or something. Once there was a race between me and Fearful Ferret, like a coincidental race. Cannot really erase this game in a proper way because of the RNG element. Can I please get through? Thanks. But yeah, we both got the item that you need to farm for, which I will explain later. And we both got the item almost first try. So it was kind of a coincidental race, and basically it was, we were 3 seconds apart, and we were only apart by that because I got like an accidental dialogue skip in the outro. It's kind of the only method of saving time in the outro. It's basically just walking. But yeah, now we get to watch how we arrive in Colombia. It's the city floating in the sky, held by giant balloons. And quantum physics, obviously.
10,000 feet.
Also, I will not go into detail with the story, since there are a lot of people much better at explaining or trying to explain the story than me. Basically, just Colombia is an utopia, or dystopia, I guess. At least it first seems like a utopia, but then you quickly realize that it's not. And there's a lot of racism going on, and gangs fighting each other, slavery and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I will not talk too much now, because this is actually a pretty cool cutscene. One thing that I forgot to mention is we're playing on low settings, since this game has quite a few FPS dependent tricks. Or where high FPS at least makes it easier to get them consistently. And we arrive at the welcome center, where we get to meet a friendly, or not so friendly priest. Blind priest, that is. And also there's the first boss of this game, which is the infamous staircase. Staircase of bonking death. Let's see if we can beat it. Not this one.
Excuse me. Where am I?
This one.
Let's keep such questions
Right, we beat the first boss of the game without bonking. That's insane.
We recommit ourselves to our city and to our prophet, Father Comstock. We recommit. Is it someone new?
And now we're gonna get baptized for the first time.
Newly come to
And spoilers, we're gonna get baptized some more.
our founders and our Lord.
I just need passage into the city.
Passage to the city. Brother, the only way to Columbia is through rebirth in the sweet waters of baptism. Will you be cleansed, brother?
Hey.
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord. The bosom of Columbia. I don't know, brothers and sisters, but this one doesn't look clean to me.
Right, first flashback here.
Who's there?
The speedrun, it's mainly just getting to the door and opening it. It'll happen a couple more times during the run. And we're coming up to the first small skip in a second. Even though I think somebody timed the left side here to be faster, I still refuse to go the left side. Doesn't feel faster. But yeah, there's a skip here where I will listen to an audio cue. There's a bridge rising up, and with the right timing, you can jump around an invisible wall and land below without having to wait for the bridge to rise up fully. Alright, made it. If you don't get it first try, it will still save a bit of time, since you just get reset up to the point from where you jumped. But if you get it first try, it saves about 15 seconds.
Sorry, pal. You gotta wait like all the rest.
Oh, we got the lucky hat, actually. That's cool. That should give us good luck with the RNG. And now this bridge, you can jump here. If you don't jump, like you can get on there early, but if you don't jump, you kinda can get stuck. And another lucky hat. If that is not a sign, I don't know.
Yeah, that's where they said I'd find her.
Telegram, Mr. DeWitt. Telegram for you, sir.
DeWitt, stop. Do not alert Comstock to your presence. Stop. Whatever you do not pick.
But yeah,
7. Stop.
don't be scared, like, there's not gonna be that many cutscenes in the rest of the run, even though there are some, but we skip a lot of them. Yeah, another skip coming up here. Normally you would have to do the raffle, which takes roughly 3 to 5 minutes or something. But since the developers were so friendly to just let us jump on this, jump over here, and over that thing, and just walk out of bounds and drop into the next area, where normally a fight is supposed to take place, but since we never triggered the fight, we only see some like semi-apocalyptical things. Normally it's like really, there are a lot of firemen and so on. And now we're at the Blue Ribbon, where we get some items from the DLC, which is like a more recent change of the route.
We do indeed.
Why are you following me?
We were already here.
Why are you following
And we get Sugar Rush,
Aperitif.
which is useful because it allows us to get speed boosts, small speed boosts, by eating stuff. And that saves quite some time over the course of the run.
Damn hook must be magnetized.
We can jump down here if we're quick enough. And we grab our first weapon, the machine gun. And now we're also gonna grab the first Vigor, which is kind of the magic power in this game. So here, by shooting, you can open this door earlier. With the right timing, you can make it open instantly. But I got a boost there, so it's kind of hard. But you can see, like, by eating something, I get quite a nice speed boost. And those speed boosts, like, combined with some other boost methods you can do later, really add up and even potentiate. And only recently people started using this DLC. It only makes sense in my opinion. It's also in some places like kind of a trade-off or a risk-reward trade-off. Do you want to go a bit out of your way to maybe have the chance at getting a random drop that might give you a boost? Or will you just not risk it and just go for the average faster time? Here's the first mini boss of the game, the Crow. And conveniently beat by setting up 2 fire traps here. The right spot. Turning our back towards it when it spawns. Well, didn't exactly work perfectly. But still pretty fast.
New kind of vigor.
And now come the skyhooks. Skyhooks are pretty cool since you can just swing from skyhook to skyhook, and it's pretty cool looking, I think. Like one of the more speedy things in the during the start of the game. Picking up some stuff here again. Didn't get like a lucky drop there. That's what I meant earlier. And now we're coming to a pretty cool skip that I hopefully will get. If not, it doesn't waste too much time, but it's like really cool looking. Basically, the physics work in such a way that they can propel you from some moving objects if you just touch them at their edge. I'm gonna kill this soldier here just to be safe. Normally you don't need to, but you can get in your way. be good. So you saw me going really fast there, and that allows me to kind of get there before the barge arrives and jump to a soldier in mid-air, like target him. And for some reason we can stand in mid-air and walk on air.
I see every sin that blackens your soul. Wounded Knee, the Pinkertons, the drink, the gambling, and of course, Anna. And now, to repay a debt.
So I'm throwing a fire trap down here. This probably won't really work, but if you place it right, you can kill a soldier in such a way that there's a chance for the soldiers inside to despawn. There's like a combination of soldiers spawning, and sometimes two soldiers inside the ship don't spawn, or despawn rather. Saves a tiny bit of time. And normally, if you get the barge skip we saw just a bit ago, you can get out here early. We don't really know what causes. Actually, I think we do it by now. Like, it's a trigger that is skipped. But you can get out here a bit early, before you get the nosebleed animation. And it saves a couple of seconds, and it's pretty cool. We'll see the nosebleed now.
You've come to lead my lamb astray, but thy crook is bent and thy path is twisted. Go back to the Sodom from which you came.
Yeah, that shouldn't kill him like there. That's fine. Come on.
Gotta find the controls to take this thing to Monument Island.
Now we're gonna meet Comstock, who is the main villain.
This thing going.
For the first time in person, we saw him before while riding up the elevator. Here he is.
So I don't have to. Amen.
Amen.
And we can jump down here to evade the fire. I really love the rail boost sections here. Not rail boost section. I completely forgot how they are called. Skyline sections, probably. Because they're like so cool looking. Now we're coming to Monument Island, or Monument Tower rather, which is like every speedrunner of this game's most hated segment, because it's mostly just cutscenes. You don't get stuck on walls. And also you saw me earlier upgrading my salts, and that's what we're gonna do, like with a couple of infusions, some more during the course of the run, because it's like you don't want to have more health, it's not really useful, and you don't want to have more shield, because having low shield is kind of crucial later as well. So with these doors, you can sometimes crouch below them, which saves a tiny bit of time. It's nothing too big, but might be a second or so over the course of Monument Tower. And here is Liz, who's gonna accompany us for the rest of the run. And she can be somewhat annoying, because she's also one RNG factor. Like, she can throw you stuff, which can be either salts, health, or ammo. Usually you want her to throw you just ammo. Sometimes she just also throws you the wrong ammo, depending on which weapon you had equipped before. Also, there's an important decision coming up. It's either apple or no apple. I highly recommend no apple, but I'll leave it to chat to decide.
Whatever that was. It's got nothing to do
It's
with
very important, believe me.
This job's getting worse all the time.
All those apple votes. Guys, please.
Holy shit. Alright. I can do this.
Alright, so and here we meet, finally meet Liz in person. He's a tiny bit scared of us first. So she sees that we have the key that can get her out of this prison.
Will you stop it? Not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
My name is DeWitt. I'm a friend. I come to get you out of here.
Seems to be like 4 to 3 right now.
Are you real?
For apple. You can see an apple to the left on the table.
He's coming.
And there is an RNG section, as I said before, coming up, and it is believed by many, and those who believe it has nothing to do with RNG are wrong, that if you don't eat this apple you get good RNG. So I asked you to vote no apple, but it seems that you... Okay, we got some more no apple votes. So yeah, this is the cutoff. I'm sorry, apple fans. Not getting the apple, eating the apple. So we'll definitely get good RNG, right? And here we can jump with the right time to keep some momentum when the tower collapses. When these rumbling sections happen. The right timing, you can keep your momentum. They are just set and not random, so you can just learn the patterns by heart. You can even get ahead of Liz here if you do it right. And there's also an interesting glitch which can slow you down very much, wasting like 15 seconds or something. So if you didn't know, Liz likes to stick her head into walls. Even though she didn't right now, interesting. Oh, like normally she sticks her head into the wall. We've got some bees, because which game would be a good game without bees, right? And Liz apparently is also a great pantomime. And oh, I forgot to tell you, this is Songbird. We're gonna see him some more during the run, even though he's not gonna be like very threatening, I have to say. Liz is also a magician. He's faster than the speedrunner, as you can see here. And if we reload the checkpoint here, normally you're running very slowly. If you reload the checkpoint, not options, I'm so used to Doom, you can just run with regular speed, which is pretty nice. You can even get ahead of Liz. So this is kind of an auto-scroller, you cannot really speed up anything, but it's a pretty cool in-game cutscene, I'll say. And this doesn't look very good, oh my god. I have a feeling we're not gonna survive this. There's a glitch that can happen here where the camera either goes black instantly or tilts the wrong angle and so on. It doesn't really waste any time, but it's kind of funny. This game has so many inconsistencies, even with stuff like cutscenes that should be consistent. And here's the next flashback.
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Clean up the curb and wipe away the debt!
Anna? Anna?
Alright. Coming up is the infamous Hill Runner's Head grind. Hill Runner's Head is a gear, a headgear. It gives us a speed, or it gives the player a speed boost every time the shield breaks. It's a speed boost of 50% that lasts 5 seconds. And the thing is, it only has a roughly 2% chance to even spawn in the gearbox we're gonna check. And we definitely need that item, because it allows us to do 2 skips later that are impossible without the additional momentum you get from those boosts. So, well, that's the problem with running this game, that you need to farm for this item. At least there are 2 item boxes which we can farm with a checkpoint nearby. But if you don't get this item, you basically cannot compete with any decent times. Hopefully we'll get it. If we don't, if we won't be able to get it within the first 2 minutes or something of farming, I have a backup save that I will load. And maybe we'll also get some health drops here, so we can get some small boosts. Yeah. Oh, we got a soda there. You can see like those small tiny boosts are really cool. And I'll hope, or I'm pretty sure we'll see some together with HRH later.
Miss Elizabeth.
So Liz wants to go to Paris, and obviously we're gonna help her with that. As everyone who has played this game knows that it ends right after this area by just simply going to Paris. Coming up is a trick that is pretty amazing. It's simply jumping onto a rooftop, but it's like fairly precise. But you can skip a quite big cutscene with it. So we'll see if I can get it. I'll give it a few tries. It's called Neither Skip. Even saves time if you get it like after a couple of tries. Alright, we got it. That should actually still have saved a tiny bit of time. We got some coffee. You can use this like once she opens the door to get a small boost outside. The right timing. And here comes the grind. With the right timing you can, there's a coin here that I'm not taking on purpose. We'll see why in a second. Now I'm reloading to be able to farm 2 more boxes here again. In-game time runs, you would want to only farm 1 box usually. You can also jump here with the right timing and kind of skip the prompt for the coin. It's, I would say almost frame perfect or something, even though you shouldn't say that, but it's a pretty tight input timing. Right, I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 more resets here, and we'll just progress with a backup save, because this can take a long while actually. Usually it takes 5-6 minutes at a max, but sometimes it can even take 20 minutes or more. The longest I've had was 45 minutes, I think.
There might be something to bring you back to health.
It's probably a good idea.
Mr. DeWitt.
Oh my god. Okay, okay, we picked the coin. That's not too much of a problem, but we got Hill Runner's Head in a marathon again. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Hopefully Liz will cooperate and get here quickly.
Excuse me?
Annabelle, it's me, Esther.
See if we can maybe get lucky and get another skip here. This is like a really random super jump skip. Shoutouts to Jarko for finding super jumps, even though everyone kind of hates him for doing that because they are insanely inconsistent.
Park's closing. Park's closing, everyone.
Excuse me.
You want to watch out? I just swapped that.
But yeah, getting Hill Runner's Head is cool. Like, no need to load the backup save. Always something.
2 tickets for passage to the First Lady airship.
Yeah, just a minute, Frank.
And here's a small fight. Not too hard. We're just gonna throw a fire trap and hopefully aim somewhat decently.
I don't like this.
Stay where you are.
What are you doing? Get the girl! Get off of me! Get away from me! Let me out! I want out!
Elizabeth!
Okay, we've got coffee here. We probably should be able to get like a double boost and time this right. Because we'll get the first Hill Runner's Head boost here. Probably not. That was way too early. But you'll see later how it looks. It's really crazy how fast it goes. But yeah, here you see what Hill Runner's Head does. Speed boost 50% for 5 seconds, which is really nice. Doesn't only like speed up the run itself, but it also allows you to do some skips, as I said before. And now just watch Elizabeth's hands. I think there might be something wrong with that.
What did you think was gonna happen?
And that's actually an effect of neither skip. Normally you're supposed to pick either bird or cage during the cutscene that we skipped. But since we didn't, she just has both amulets or whatever they are around her hands. Oh, I forgot the shotgun. That's kind of a problem.
If you don't draw first, you don't get to draw at all.
What is this? I've never seen this animation actually. Okay. Does someone know? Does someone know by chance if there's a shotgun you can pick up somewhere?
It's not the last of it, is it?
Oh, there is one.
There.
I think there is one actually in Hall of Heroes, right?
Suppose I best get used to it. I've read a thing or two about medicine. Do my best to keep her surviving. Too deeper at all.
We'll just continue. We'll see how it goes.
Some genuine lockpicks.
Alright, here's a small skip, which allows you to lift this gate early. Found by Ice Stoke, I think. You just trigger the lockpicking there, she will skip some dialogue.
There it is.
Alright, this is not not a good situation, not having ammo for the machine gun. And no shotgun, but I'll pick one up in Hall of Heroes, so we might have a sloppy fight in the next area. I guess that's fine.
What?
Coming up is another pretty nice skip. Jump on here. Come on. Jump around the corner here, and for some reason the game allows us to climb up this wall. Some surfaces are bugged, so you can climb them up. And it's really convenient here because it allows us to skip an elevator ride.
Guess I got a bit behind with current events.
Kinda need to be careful here not to fall down, since this is not all... it's not possible to navigate everywhere there. Oh, we just fall down here and jump, and hopefully we will land inside here and load the next area. Alright, we did. Now the thing is I don't have any ammo. There's salts. I have salts. So I need to improvise a bit for this fight, I guess. Only there's a setup way of doing this, but that's fine. The key is to not die, hopefully. I have a lot of health, so I should be fine.
Those tears of yours might come in handy next time.
Alright, that was okay-ish, I guess. Oh, there was a shotgun.
That keen eye of yours could find some ammunition lying around. Sure could use it if there's some trouble.
And we're picking up, there is one. Right, I'm picking up the Crow Vigor there, because we need that, to stun some handyman later. And it's faster to pick it up, there, than earlier in the game. Because normally you would get a prompt or a tutorial video or something. And here we're picking up the rocket launcher, which is, really cool. Because it allows us to do some self-damage that triggers HRH. And we're going to the Hall of Heroes. Hall of Heroes has 2 skips that are pretty important. Come on, Liz. Sometimes Liz just doesn't spawn here or doesn't come our way quickly enough.
That man did not leave the site. I don't even remember the guy.
And I will damage myself a bit now because we need to set up a death warp, which will happen in a second. That's one of the skips I was talking about. We just need to pay attention to not pick up any health here, or not much.
Look, I see you're caught up in some kind of jam here. If you could see fit to
There might be like health kits even around, and if you pick them up, that's kind of a like a big time loss. This guy should be fine.
All my men have left is a choice. Die in the hands of a tin soldier or a real
just give us the shot.
Picking this up, a bit of health is no problem. Just don't want to pick up like a health kit usually. That was not very smart because I triggered my traps.
I'll try to keep you stocked with both bandages and ammo.
Alright, and here comes the first death warp. By jumping right before we shoot ourselves and looking down, we can kinda fling our dead body through the wall there, which triggers a respawn spot. Oh god, come on. And now we need to damage ourselves some more. I only have 2 shots, so it might not be enough. It's actually not enough. Need to reload this. Would have bought some ammo. Because we need a certain amount of ammo to do this next part. Even though I think like you always get the same amount of ammo after respawning anyway. But yeah, you can overshoot or undershoot this. But if you get the Memorial to Our Lady text at the top, you made it. Gonna set up some fire traps here for our way out. Kill some soldiers. And now comes the second death warp. can do the same there, but we need Hill Runner's Head for this skip. And if we wouldn't have Hill Runner's Head, we would have to do like a pretty big fight. And like some cutscenes, and it would cost like 3 to 4 minutes. There's a category called Gearless where you don't get Hill Runner's Head. And it's roughly 8 to 10 minutes longer than with HRH. I'm doing some boosts now, but I'm not firing straight at the floor because that way I don't lose as much health. There's Slate. We will spare him since that's faster than killing him.
Eat everything that's on your plate! Finish it! You're a tin man now! A tin man!
Didn't get some health there, but we got some rockets, which is nice because we can do more boost that way, at least if we aimed properly. I think I placed those fire traps wrong, or the soldiers for some reason didn't spawn. I hope I triggered this right. I think I did. Yeah, okay. That was kind of weird. But yeah, you can see now how Hill Runner's Head and Sugar Rush boosts potential. I didn't pick up... I'm sorry. I haven't played this in a while. I didn't pick up Shock Jockey. It's bad, man. Hope we can go back through. No problem, don't worry. Hey Slade, what's up? This was totally planned. Alright, now we can exit Hall of Heroes.
Comstock's men will surely take it.
And now we've also got the soldiers. But the fire traps were on the wrong side. This was totally RNG manipulation. Yep. But yeah, Shock Jockey is necessary only basically to progress in Soldier's Field. If there was a way to get Shock Jockey out of the Hall of Heroes, which actually is possible but not like without cheats, we would totally not need to go to the Hall of Heroes. We would not need to farm HRH, and the run would be faster. But not as cool, I guess. I'm gonna trigger this Patriot here. And this thing is on a timer, so we need to wait here a bit before we can go down here. Sometimes this door opens a bit earlier and sometimes it opens pretty late. It's kind of weird.
I don't think I understand how you do what you do. These tears.
Now the next area is basically a fight, a big fight. That's also partially on timer. You sometimes see me, or whenever I'm like getting onto a skyhook, I'm basically swinging my mouse around to prevent a camera lock, which I didn't get there.
How do you do
If you just swing your mouse, you don't get the camera lock. Pretty useful because that way you can just properly aim.
Comstock?
Oh, sweet child. That's where you
So there's the gear there, which I will not check because normally it doesn't. You don't benefit from anything, and you don't really have a lot of slots anyway now with the DLC items. Where is he? We need to kill some enemies. This is not on a timer yet, so we need to just kill them as fast as possible. Sometimes these dudes can not die the right way, so it takes a while until the next part of the fight begins. I think we're fine there. And for this fight, we're just gonna wait here, because conveniently enough, all enemies will just come our way if we stay here. You go around, it's kind of weird. They can kind of just go all over the place, and you will lose a lot of time sometimes. You just want to lure them over to your place. Thanksless. There's 2 times 5 enemies here, so you kind of want to count so you didn't miss anyone. After that, the gondola will start to come down. So that was the first wave. Actually, the gondola starts to come down before, but yeah, you're not really in a hurry here. That should be the last guy that we need to kill. Right. Now we need to get up here to be able to kill a Patriot earlier. By firing some rockets. Actually, I should damage myself already in preparation for this death warp. This Patriot we can just kill from here. 3 shots. Or a fire trap as well. Yeah, come on. You can do a different strat here, which is faster, by jumping from up there to the top of this gondola. Not gonna do that, because it's a marathon. I haven't practiced it enough. Okay, no problem. I'm taking my time. So we might lose some time here. You can make Liz spawn on the gondola instantly, if you just are far enough away still from this platform, which saves a bit of time.
There you go.
Need to be careful to not pick up health here, because at least if you set it up before the death warp.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pried. Where are you from, Mr. DeWitt?
New York.
What did you do there?
Business much like this. Something that really caters writing on a resume.
It was a fine thing you came along
So you want to wait
How do you think I ended up
until a certain dialogue queue here
And now
before you kill yourself, and that way you can spawn on the top platform before this gondola arrives there.
me busting you out. What do you think that was? Charity?
Who sent you?
Somebody who was willing to take my marker.
So I'm waiting until the U disappears. It always it depends on which strategy you do to like open the lock or to get onto the gondola. You might need like a visual cue even. And now we're getting to the pretty much longest cutscene. Dude, come on, longest cutscene in the game.
So, looks like they call you the false shepherd.
And you the lamb.
Let's not call each other that.
Suits me.
How do you figure they'd know you?
Now that they've got a profit on this side.
Har har.
Or them
For safety
that
reasons, I'm gonna grab some health here.
Nice.
Why?
Because the next area you can die sometimes.
You alright?
I want to see Paris. I want to see.
Yeah, this cutscene is really long. I once had it during a run which was really on a good pace.
40 north by
That
74 west.
I basically was like, okay, I'm going to the bathroom. The thing is,
In that tower was
the cutscene hasn't really started yet.
time to study
Like, you need to,
geography.
after Liz gets sad, you need to kind
The
of
offer
comfort
to
her.
wipe away my debt in exchange for
You need to trigger that.
Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Will you just turn around and talk to me and we can...
And I was coming back from the bathroom and I was like, oh, dang, I just wasted a really good run. It was pretty amusing though. I wasn't even really mad. And in this cutscene we meet Daisy Fitzroy, who's, well, you don't know that she's a villain at first, even though she seems kind of strange in her behavior. But yeah, we will see that she's not as nice in a bit.
Fresh air did the trick. This one's awake.
So you're this false shepherd we've been hearing so much about. Caused a mess of trouble at the raffle.
You Fitzroy?
Nothing but.
I got no quarrel with you or your Vox Populi. This is my airship you're hanging me out of, and I got perilous need of it.
Really? Cause it sure look like old Comstock's airship to
Listen,
me.
I ain't looking for a fight.
There's already a fight to win.
And yeah, she's gonna throw us out of
Which side you
this airship very soon.
Comstock is the god of the white
And
man,
we'll land
the rich
at
man,
Finkton Docks.
But if you believe in common folk,
We are supposed to get some weapons for her, which we will not do because that's slow.
join
I
the
just
Vox,
want my ship.
and the Vox shall give her to you. But first, you must help the Vox.
That we just won't care about her
There's a gunsmith who can supply weapons to our
and make our way to the next area.
guns from him, and you shall have your ship back.
I have to find Elizabeth before she...
You're not supposed to fall down there. So there's a small skip you can do here. Instead of going all the way around, you can just jump onto these pipes here. And hopefully we'll be able to get a skip here, which allows us to bypass the door opening cutscene and also skip something else. Yeah, okay. So normally you would have to open the door there. You would see Liz running ahead of yourself. And she will magically appear now very soon.
Elizabeth!
But we just skipped all of that.
Just hold up for a minute. I'm not
Takes
angry
about
with you.
9 seconds, I think, if you get it
Hey,
first
watch
try.
out. Move it! Move! God damn it! Don't go in there! No, no, no!
Yeah. Alright, there's a fight coming up here. All the fights in this game are kinda pretty well pretty well set up, let's just say that. And if you mess something up, things can go badly, so how this goes. Choreographed, that's what I wanted to say. And I need to pay attention here to kill this guy, but not drop the shotgun off the ship. Also, oh, I forgot this. Okay. Oh, and the last dude is up there. Okay, that's fine. If the volley gun drops down, kind of have a problem because the next fights will be pretty slow.
Elizabeth, wait!
And here we meet the handyman, which we will have to fight in a bit as well. It's kind of an equivalent to the Bioshock Big Daddy enemy, even though not as strong, I would say. And we're almost falling down, but Elizabeth is going to rescue us. She doesn't really seem to want to rescue us at first, but we kind of convince her.
Elizabeth, I've made an arrangement to get our airship back.
You can get us out of here.
Yes, I just need to supply enough weapons to arm an entire uprising.
And where will we get these weapons?
And there's gonna be a vending machine where we will buy an upgrade for the volley gun. Hopefully, if we have enough money.
You're a liar, Mr. DeWitt. And a thug. But you're also my only means of reaching Paris.
And for some reason, this game, the game, kinda lags here for like 2 seconds before you can actually move. It's pretty weird. Where was it? There it is.
That would be your gunsmith.
Daisy fits one.
We need to kill these 2 policemen before we can progress. And I'll place a fire trap up here because soldiers will spawn. They will run into it. I need to buy some ammo now. I'm very low on it.
Thanks.
And that killed all of them, so we can trigger the elevator here. We want to set up another death warp here, and hopefully Liz will come quickly to start the dialogue so we can actually kill ourselves. Because if you do that with the right timing, you can skip her dialogue and the wait for the elevator to rise up. Now we need to be careful not to die here, because when setting this up you can easily die. I'm gonna take it safe. This should be okay. Gonna play it safe here as well. You can jump around the corner here with a the runner's head boost and get into the next area and skip like 10 minutes of speedrun and several hours of the casual game. Because for some reason, like the developers didn't lock this up, which is actually pretty nice for us speedrunners. I killed myself. That's not what I was supposed to do. So now I need to do the setup again. We want to suicide through this gate. It's another death warp.
Take this for the bleeding.
With an older patch, you could also jump to the skyline. But this one is a bit faster anyway, I think. And now you see me like doing continuous boosts here, like damaging myself as soon as my shield comes back up to maintain like the speed.
Bet it leads to Fink's office.
For some reason, Liz doesn't have any collision in here at first, so you can funny things like that.
They're just right for each other, aren't they?
Who?
Fitzroy and Comstock. Mr. Lin? My God, I was so set on getting to Paris.
And this is what I meant with this game. It's basically elevator simulator in the beginning.
I had a role in this.
Even though we are now skipping quite a few elevators already.
Innocence in this, then that's your prerogative, but
Hello? Think?
I saw you die, Booker.
Coming up is the Emporia, or the factory fight rather.
I'm here for my airship.
This is another somewhat hard fight, which has a handyman, but we also picked up a DLC gear that allows us to deal 50% more damage to the handyman, so that's pretty convenient.
You just complicate the narrative.
And I'm gonna clear the next wave of soldiers inside here with one rocket shot. They can also spawn in a different location, like all packed together in the left side of the room, which actually saves a bit of time. It's kind of a bug, but you don't want to pick up the vigor here, because that wastes quite a lot of time. Got another cool boost here. This is like what I meant with the boosts adding up. Can instantly notice that. Placing some fire traps here for soldiers that will arrive in a bit. Okay. For some reason the ship doesn't seem... What is going on? Yeah, just skip a trigger or something? That's new. Okay, Liz. Haven't seen that before. Wait, we don't need to get up here now. What was that? I was beyond the gate already. What? Wait, what is going on now? Okay. That was weird. So I'm setting up some fire traps now for the handyman, yeah, to spawn. Hopefully the soldiers won't trigger them earlier. Actually, where are the soldiers? Something is very weird here. I'm not sure what's going on, to be honest. Okay, game. I think we have to reload the checkpoint. Never seen that before.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
child's play. All done.
Maybe it was the boost, like the double boost that I got. See, now they all arrive as they're supposed to.
Perfect timing!
Salt's here!
Should be almost dead in a second.
Nice.
Actually, I don't really see how the 50% kicks in, but whatever. Right. That's the fight. With some well-placed fight traps and a soft lock, you can beat this fight easily.
Booker, we have to do something. We have to act. We have to get in there. Come on, Booker, we've got to get out of here. Boost me up. Go to the window and distract Daisy. Go!
There's different strats for this fight. You can also pick up a chain gun. Also, I should have distracted her first. I got the HRH.
Is this your movement,
Like
Daisy?
4th or 5th reset, I think.
This is what needs to be done. You see, the founders ain't nothing but weeds. Cut them down and they just grow back. If you want to get rid of the weed, you gotta pull it up from the root. It's the only way to
Elizabeth.
I guess it runs in the family.
Elizabeth. Whoa, whoa, hey, easy. Perfect.
So, doing some more boosts.
I know how this feels.
And we're gonna meet Songbird, our friend Songbird, very soon again. Liz is kinda mad or whatever again. He has an interesting, let's say interesting personality.
Elizabeth.
Actually, she's not really mad.
This is all they had.
Listen,
How do you do it?
how do I do what?
Forget. How do you wash away the things that you've done?
You don't really want to pick up this health kit because in the next area there's another death warp. There are so many death warps here and it's a really cool mechanic.
So the moment
Saves a lot of
truth
time.
between us. New York or Paris? No, 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 no!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
There's gotta be some sort of throttle or accelerator.
Do you know what that looks like?
I don't know.
Help me find it! Elizabeth!
That's not it.
Certainly is. Is.
Try again.
Hold on.
Here you
Alright,
are.
there's a skip here you can do, which is really hard and really unsafe, so I'm not gonna do it.
Stop them.
No,
It only saves a bit of time anyway.
Certainly it.
no, it's not.
It is.
Isn't it?
It's really cool looking though. But you can basically skip the whole piano section here.
There it is.
You've done it.
This
Robin.
cutscene.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
Who are you?
we are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs.
And these are the Lutece twins. We've seen them before,
Something to keep
I think.
the bird off our back.
Perhaps you should ask the maestro
They're
himself.
kinda
So where is
crucial for the story.
Of course. Well, at least they left the piano.
Where are these people
And
going?
boosts here, and we can skip a whole fight here in this area by just not getting into the trigger zone. And that's really convenient because this fight is pretty long. And another skip happens here as well. Like after we trigger this lock,
Could you take a look at
you can just walk back to the staircase here. And for some reason the door will have opened before Liz has finished her dialogue.
When I was younger, I used to be.
placing some fire traps now, because Gunla will come down here.
He's just Comstock's pet, isn't he?
And there's
This
Patriot on there.
You don't think anyone can really see the future, do you?
I saw something once when I first got here. A dream. It was New York, but larger than any New York I've ever seen. It was bright. Can you open this, Elizabeth?
You can jump if she wants to throw you something. You can still jump and trigger something. It's really nice.
All done.
Because otherwise you would have to have her throw the item first. Sometimes the game also has wrong quest markers.
They, well, at least she, invented the technology that allows the city to float.
Giant balloons.
Quantum particles, suspended in space-time at a fixed height.
So, not giant balloons?
But the thing is, my book said they disappeared several years ago.
I told you they'd come.
No, you didn't.
The Lutece twins are definitely one of the most interesting characters
But I don't.
You sure that's right?
Something tells
in this
me they're
game,
not
I
exactly
think.
appear.
I was going to have told you they'd come.
No,
The subjunctive?
that's not subjunctive.
I don't think the syntax has been invented yet.
It would have had to have been.
Had to have had been. That can't be right.
They seem to want to help.
They seem to be out of their minds.
Odd, isn't it?
What's odd?
The fact that we sometimes...
Finish each other's sentences.
Exactly.
It would be odder if we didn't.
How do you suppose they manage that?
I'll get back to you after I figure out the floating city bit. Come on. Comstock House is up ahead.
Kinda hard to navigate like that. So I'm getting some more upgrades here. I'm gonna set up another death warp here. Where am I even going? Let's hope I can make it through. Fine. Unless we kill ourselves again. Because this game's health system does not make any sense sometimes.
There's no getting out of this.
Because we want to suicide through this gate, and then we need to be careful not to alarm the snipers, so we're gonna hide after triggering this lockpicking. Because otherwise it would be a semi-soft lock. Oopsie.
Hey, catch! These lock when we pass through. We won't be able to return.
Can you open this?
It's a simple dual dial lock. My book said most fools keep the combination no more than 20 feet away.
Let's hope we find one of those fools.
Very well hidden.
Why are you so keen on lockpicking and code breaking?
If you put a person in a cage...
So if you like Songbird, Songbird's gonna
I suppose so.
be here again in a second. It's kind of cool how they made him like appear consistently through the game, throughout the game. It only makes sense with regards to the story, obviously.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you...
Promise me.
I will stop him.
That is an oath you cannot keep. But promise me that if it comes to it, You will not let him take me back.
It won't come to that. All right?
So in the next area, normally you would have to do quite some things, quite some quests again. Go to the graveyard, find some tears and so on. But we're gonna skip pretty much all of that. Also, there's a pretty big fight here, but yeah, fights take some time and we don't have any time. We're just getting up here to the skyline. Jump over here. And get over the gate with the right timing and yeah. Toggling zoom there. Kinda causes collision to be weird. Also getting some cool boosts now, which is nice. To be a bit careful with my health now. Don't get in my way, please. Because we're gonna skip the whole section, as I said, by doing a skip at Comstock's gate, or the skip to the gate to Comstock's house. It's here. This is a pretty precise skip at first, which takes some time to learn. Hopefully, I'll get it first try. You kind of need to be careful now. We're navigating here in a weird way, because otherwise the respawn points will reset. And we got through. It's pretty hard to explain this skip, and since there's another skip coming up right now, I will try to explain it afterwards. This is the one of the newest skips. And we got it first try as well, which is nice. Normally there would be a cutscene with Songbird, but instead we're just triggering with the right timing, triggering. What's going on?
It's July.
Why does this game hate me so much? I've not seen this before. I think it might happen if you don't have a respawn point or something. This game really loves me right now. Yeah, this should be fine. This game is basically soft lock heaven, if you didn't know it. There was a time, like when I actively ran this, where I would encounter a soft lock pretty much every day, a new soft lock.
Elizabeth, can you hear me?
Take me back to my tower. Please.
And here inside Comstock House, we need to use some fights in several areas. Normally, for myself here to regain some health. And some health only. But we can use our charge ability to bypass quite a chunk of Comstock House here. It's like really nice how that works. So instead of going right side, you can also go left side here. Jump over these boxes. And there's absolutely no jump scare happening here, I swear.
Should be able to head downstairs and get to Elizabeth now.
For some reason this button isn't pushable. What is this game doing with me? I don't get it. I'm not even failing the skips or anything. I'm just getting softlock after softlock. Alright, so you can kill yourself here to do another death warp, which is only down to where the elevator exit is. But if you do it quickly enough, you can skip having to walk to the next part here. You don't want to go too early because that's another softlock, but that's an avoidable softlock at least.
What is it? Why do you ask what?
When the delicious question is when.
Lives, lived, will live.
Dies, died, will die.
As you can see, Booker.
And interestingly, we've got Liz with us, even though Liz is also there, which is thanks to the Songbird skip we did at the start of Comstock House.
Somewhere else.
Kinda confusing though.
Into its terminal stage.
Like a side
All I
effect.
had left in me, just to bring you here.
Elizabeth.
And unfortunately, Songbird skip also leads to a possible softlock in the next area. I'll just say that it's not. I think it's not really avoidable. So we'll see. At least for me, it just sometimes happened and sometimes didn't. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Like having both Liz's here, even though Liz is like she's not up here. The other Liz is down here. I'm not sure if you can see her actually.
Say what you will about Comstock.
But yeah, she's standing right behind this door.
Wasn't the torture that broke me. Wasn't the indoctrination.
It's a pretty cool cutscene if you see it for the first time. It's really apocalyptic and everything. And it looks really cool in high graphics settings.
Songbird. He always stops you.
Yes, but I would find a way.
No. It's too late for me.
List you.
I brought you here for your sake. Yours and hers. Here.
What is this?
It's for her. She'll know how to read it.
What does it say?
It's advice.
Advice on what?
How not to become me.
I'm back. 1912. Before she... Elizabeth!
Oh, there's Liz and there's Liz.
Comstock! What are you doing to her? Let her be!
Oh, let's see if we got the soft lock. We probably will, right? I think it happens with the second button.
I gotta get in there. Maybe if I shut down those machines from upstairs.
Okay, we didn't get a soft lock. Hey, hooray for once. And now we've got another rumbling section, just as in Monument Tower. Kinda need to be careful though, because with the last rumbling, if you jump with the wrong timing, you can actually fall through the floor. That's kinda sad.
Elizabeth, I'll be right there! It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna fix this.
It was an anti-jinx. Sometimes you just cannot pull one of the levers. You have to reload and it's quite a big time loss. But yeah, something has to go right, I think.
I think someone meant for you to have this.
What is it?
Just read it.
Your dream of New York happens. It's me. I'm the one who...
She's given us a way to get past Songbird. We're gonna find an airship and we'll leave Paris, Elizabeth. Remember, you wanted to go
We're
to...
not leaving. We are going to find Comstock.
Why?
You saw what he turns me into. I will not allow that.
And so what? You're going to kill him?
Is this where you start moralizing, Booker? You forget. I know you.
I'm not going to let you kill him.
Really? Booker? What are you going to do to stop me?
Not a damn thing.
She's quick. She is crazy, I swear.
Now to find the prophet.
So, depending on your health situations, you can sometimes do more boosts here. It kind of depends on how you set up the boosts, the death warps.
Long enough. Got it. This doesn't make any sense. Everything here is a cipher that I understand except for this symbol.
Lighting is pretty weird in this room, makes it look kind of like cell shading.
Did you say anything about this?
No.
And another dialogue skip here. You have to wait until she puts the pick into the lock, and we can kill ourselves, and the door will open. We've seen that before.
How thrilling the launch. How breathtaking the apex.
What's that sound?
And how terrifying the
Elizabeth?
descent. As gravity drags you down into the inevitable. Look around you, Elizabeth. I built all of this for you.
Now we got to kill some soldiers here, but we need to be careful not to kill the soldiers in the wrong way, because that way we would waste a lot of time here. Need to wait until soldiers are over there, otherwise a barge won't spawn. What the hell was that guy doing? And try to snipe here. Kinda hard though. Or throw a fire trap. Also, there was a dialogue skip that I once had here when Liz was talking. It's like really strange how, or what the game does in such situations. Really cool to look at the code and see what's the reason for it.
Do you think it's possible to redeem the kind of things that we've done?
Redeem? I don't see much use in that.
Booker.
Also, it can happen that some of the soldiers' bodies will remain on this barge, and as long as there are bodies on this barge, you cannot trigger this lever. So that's something you need to know if you start running this game. And you can shoot a body off the barge.
Over there. It's Comstock's men. They're coming out to meet us.
Another semi-soft lock. This fight is like a couple of barges with soldiers on them. But the first one we can just fire a rocket in the middle and get down again. There's also some bots coming at us. You wanna stun and then fire at. And if Liz is nice as now, she will throw us ammo. She doesn't always do. Can even be like a run killer. If you get really terrible luck with that. But you can save a lot of time by doing these fights here optimally.
Need these salts?
Next barge is coming from below.
Look out! More of them!
And I think we've got some more sentries. Sometimes the soldiers will jump down from the barges, which is kind of annoying. I think they didn't this time though. That was pretty nice behavior of them. And yeah, that's this fight. That went pretty well.
We need to land below and fight our way up to him.
Or we can just fly this thing to Paris.
Just drop me off.
So on this, we're now approaching Comstock Zeppelin. On this Zeppelin, there is a skip that might save 2 minutes, or there might be a skip. Unfortunately, we haven't fully figured it out yet. We're so close, but we haven't fully made it. Basically, there are 3 levels. And you can pull a soldier through the ceiling and kind of get to the next level, but there's no way to get to the 3rd deck. And by killing myself here, I'm also skipping a bit of dialogue.
Falls to you, Elizabeth. That job falls to you.
Skyline is clear.
Now we can charge up here to the soldier and press the next button, and from then on it's on a timer again. But since I don't like fighting, I'm just gonna hide.
Something's wrong.
Going to hide from the enemies.
I don't know.
I'm a peaceful person.
That's 1/4 of the pod's ejected.
Gonna buy some ammo.
That's all?
You can do it without buying ammo and rely on list drops and everything. It's pretty risky. Two soldiers will always come up here, but the rest of the soldiers have no clue where you are. Kind of funny.
1/2 done.
It sure is taking its time.
One soldier there, 2 soldiers, 3. They are so confused. There's one. Second dude doesn't turn up here. Oh, whatever. Like after a set amount of time, we can get up here. You can basically just look at your timer.
I may be the one who strikes you down to it, but you've always had a knack for self-destruction.
Let me take care of this on my own.
Right, and now I'm gonna do like a pretty confusing skip. I'll explain it in a bit. Prophet's Cabin skip. And it seems like not very useful at first, because it seems to waste time. In fact, it saves time. We'll see why in a second. But first we're getting up here instead of going into the cabin directly. For some reason this skyline activates and you can get up here to the sniper position. We're gonna fall down. And get inside here. And kill ourselves while we open the door, like at the same time. And that way we get into a special mode.
This is my tower.
That allows us to pass certain NPCs, or to have some no clip for certain NPCs, and also some walls and doors. Not exactly this door. Actually, I think you can pass. No, there's an invisible wall. But there's another door where it's useful because you can skip waiting, having to wait for a dialogue to finish.
To anywhere I wanted to go. But in the tower.
Talking of softlocks, it once happened that I got stuck in this room. The door to the next area opened and closed before I was able to pass through it.
Stand back. I'm ending this.
Booker, no. This is between me and him.
You are walking into a trap.
I need to do this.
Come here, child. Oh, come on, I don't bite.
But yeah, since watching this from down here is boring, we'll just go up, get into our VIP spot.
What am I?
Look at you, child.
Was that a door?
Let go of her.
Elizabeth.
I don't think that was a door. I think every human can walk through doors, right?
Safe from what?
Seed of the prophet shall sit the throne and drown in flame the mountains of man. But the archangel revealed something else. Beware, prophet. Beware the false shepherd Booker DeWitt, for he shall be as a wall between her and destiny.
Why?
DeWitt, I'm a fool.
Also, Comstock has his wound already that we're gonna cause on him in just a second. It is because we went in here early. The game is kind of confused again.
Ask him, child. Ask him what happened to your finger.
This game doesn't really like being sequence broken.
And you abandoned her! Was it worth it? Huh? Did you get what you wanted?
Booker.
Tell me!
Booker.
Tell me!
So double rip Comstock.
Nothing is finished!
Booker.
You locked her up for her whole life!
Booker.
You cut off her finger and you put it on me!
Booker, stop it! You killed him. What did he mean?
Right, now we can go through the door that I mentioned before. We're in semi-no-clip mode. I'm not sure why it only applies to certain doors and NPCs.
Assumed you were born with that.
But we can go to the next area directly.
Now what?
What is she trying to tell us? Cage, I'm missing something.
And we're approaching the final fight. This is kind of pretty strictly coordinated. Hopefully we'll get a good fight.
Okay, we gotta get ready. I think they mean to board us.
You ain't gonna place your daughter on the throne. We're gonna place her in a ring.
What are you doing?
We have to sing to him.
Sing to who? Elizabeth, stop it!
C-A-G-E. It's not a word, Booker. It's a song.
And hey, Songbird. This is the spot where Songbird becomes friendly and is actually helpful for once.
Shh, it's okay. I'm here. Will you help me? I need you to protect me. Will you do it? Will you do this for me? Just this one last thing. Please. Go. Go, go, go! Booker, he'll help us. We can use him against the box.
So first we have to kill certain enemies on the barge. On Rocket Dude as well.
Booker, tell him where to go. Booker, gunships.
Right, I'm gonna use Songbird now on this barge. There are several ways of doing this fight. Now we need to kill this thing. Basically, there are several waves that you need to trigger. And these guys we're gonna shoot fucking Bronco. The problem is we don't have any ammo, so hopefully Liz will throw us some. Actually, probably won't, so I'll just do repeater strats, which is kind of slow but more safe. Now she's gonna throw us some. Where's the Rocket Dude? I think I killed him already. Nice. Right. Oh, we've got some dialogue going on. There are soldiers still alive. Where's the rocket guy? I think he's alive still. Oh, there he is. And now we have some time to prepare. Can grab some stuff here. And like you will see how well coordinated the songbird triggerings are. You can now use him here in this zeppelin first. Takes quite a bit of time. We can set up some fire traps or patriots that are spawning. But you need to wait until you kill like the last patriot, otherwise the game will trigger another wave. If I have enough, yeah, I should have enough ammo. Alright. So there's this thing that we need to kill. You can either kill it now or later after. Sometimes you just cannot hit it, it's kind of weird. And now I will show you something that quite a few people probably didn't know. You can kill the zeppelins not only with Songbird, but you can also get up here and get on the zeppelins directly. And this sabotaged the machine, the engine. Let's pick up the ball again. Was it here? For some reason it's not here. Rather, that's fine. Like, the fight is almost over anyway. And as you can see, Songbird is ready again, like perfectly timed. And we're about to face the last wave of this fight. Some soldiers. We might get some additional spawns here. I'll see. See if the rocket dudes jump down. Oops, wrong. Patriot. Yeah, they jump down. Got a health kit for safety reasons. Oh, there's another soldier left. Okay. I don't have any ammo. Kill him like that. And that's the fight done. So now there's some kind of RNG, even though it's probably not RNG, but it's kind of weird. Liz sometimes just, even though the fight is over, she just stops somewhere. Oh, this... Okay, she does. Just waits for a random amount of time. Or sometimes she even has really weird pathing. I think she waits until the fight is officially over, but sometimes she also doesn't. And yeah, now we fall down, which doesn't matter. And we get this flute thing, which we can control Songbird.
And that's what you want.
It's the only way we'll find the truth. About my finger, Comstock, everything.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Elizabeth! The bird, Elizabeth! I lost control, he's coming!
So now we've got the outro coming up. It's kind of the most complex chapter in terms of
Where is he?
story. pretty puzzling to people who play it for the first time, and even if you read a bit about it, it's still somewhat confusing. To say, I liked it when I first played it. Some people think it's like doesn't really make much sense. I will not comment on that. Everyone just decide for himself.
I'm sorry. What is this place? Elizabeth?
It's a doorway. One of many. This way.
What do you mean it's a doorway? Where are you going?
Oh, come on. Yes, it's this way.
What Comstock said about your finger. Is there an answer here? Do you...
Down here.
And the outro is basically just movement optimization again, even though there's a small skip, which I will try to
What
do.
is going on? Elizabeth, what do you mean this is a doorway? Probably gonna regret this.
It was never thought that there would be skips in outro.
I'll have to show you.
But yeah, then I think it was Distortion 2 who found this skip, or the skip you will see in like 2 or 3 minutes.
City at the bottom of the ocean. Ridiculous.
Look at that. Thousands of doors. Opening all at once. My God, they're beautiful.
The stars?
Hey, there's a lighthouse.
Come on. Come on, it's this way.
For some reason, when I actively ran this, I always saved additional time here with every run, and I had no idea why, because this basically is a really simple movement.
Going to open it?
It's no good.
And if you don't get any dialogue skips,
I thought once we were here,
I don't really see any way to save time actually, but apparently like small movement mistakes add up.
It's a key.
Where did it come from?
It's always been there. I just couldn't see it.
Also, you can get some nice soft locks here.
See?
Inked it.
Stars. They're doors.
Doors to...
To everywhere. All that's left is the juicing.
What are all these lighthouses? Why are we... Who are...
There are a million worlds. All different.
I think jumping actually was faster here. You jump, for some reason you're faster because your normal movement speed is slowed down.
There's always a man. There's always a
At least
city.
on straight segments.
I can see them through the doors. You, me, Columbia, Songbird.
Oh, I've heard of people getting a soft lock opening these doors too quick. I have not encountered myself, but I had different soft locks. Also, Liz is floating there, as you can see. There's also Liz and Booker. You can see your character for the first time there in third person.
I don't understand.
We don't need to. It'll happen all the same.
Why?
Because it does. Because it has. Because it will.
There's so many choices.
They all lead us to the same place. Where it started.
No one tells me where to go.
Booker. We've already been.
Okay, so for the skip I mentioned earlier, also we can run through Elizabeth here, which is kind of convenient because she can sometimes get in your way otherwise. I will try to jump here. Right at the start, didn't work. Like if you jump with the right timing or something, you can basically spawn outside again and go to the other lighthouse that is there. And yeah, save some time here because some dialogue is skipped.
Why were you here?
Are you ready to have your past erased? Are you ready to have your
If you have collision, you can kind of play Pebble on the water here as well, jumping from over here onto the heads of the people.
No, I don't want to.
You already did, didn't you?
Also, welcome priest. I have missed you, or preacher rather.
Do you hate your wickedness?
Yes.
Do you want to clean the slate, leave behind all you were before, and be born again in the blood of the Lamb? Jesus, wash this man clean. Father, make him born again. Lord,
stop it.
What are you doing? Get off me! Get off! Son!
You didn't go through with
You
it.
think a dunk in the river's gonna change the things I've done? Let's get out of here. I mean, these doors of yours, they're all tears, right? Well, open one up. Open one up to Paris. I want to be shut of all this.
Not until we find Comstock.
Comstock's dead!
No. He was here. This way.
Who could Comstock be? Or why is he not dead?
And what of my debts?
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
This is the man who hired me to find you.
Really?
So this is the spot where I got the accidental dialogue skip in the race with Fearful Ferret. Like you, after picking up the baby, you have to wait quite a bit until you can trigger the Lutece guy. And for some reason, the game just skipped his dialogue.
This room until you do.
Do it. Time is running short. Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
Maybe it will happen again now. I hope, I
Go ahead.
pray.
You can wait as long as you want. Eventually you'll give him
Nope,
what he
this
wants.
time not. I have like 15 or 20 seconds, I think.
And what's behind all the doors.
Oh, Liz, hi.
And behind one of them, I see him.
Comstock. What choice do I have?
The debt's paid. Mr. Comstock washes you of all your sins.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
There was no baby. The deal was I go to Columbia to get you.
Booker, you're bleeding.
Oh. Remember. But I remember.
Now we've upset him.
I don't expect this next bit will do much for his mood.
Come on.
What are we doing here? Comstock's dead. We can just.
And also here,
go
we
on
can
with
walk
our
through
lives.
this
You don't need to.
instead of having to walk
Like
around her.
Like
Not much, but it probably saves like 2 seconds or something. And actually, the skip that in Prophet's Cabin saves about 45 seconds or something if you get it first try. You wouldn't believe, but the dialogue with the lockpick is quite long actually.
Hey, the deal's off, you hear me?
Unstable.
The deal is off! Give her back!
Hurry!
Give her back!
Fine, are you mad?
Give her back, you son of a bitch!
It's ready! No!
No! No, no,
Shut
no!
down the machine!
No!
Shut it
Anna!
down! Shut down the machine! Now do it!
Give me back my daughter! No! Anna. Anna? No. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anna, I'm sorry.
He's gone. You shared this room with your regret for almost 20 years. Until one day, a man came to you.
Also, you can soft lock here. There's a tear opening, and if you go too close to the wall and you're unlucky, you can get stuck. Which has happened in an early race of Bioshock Infinite. Soft locking 2 hours into the run is the best.
You suppose he branded himself as some sort of penance? Don't see the point. What's done is done. What's done will be done. I suppose the brand is his hair shirt, as he is ours.
Wipe away the debt. Bring us the girl. Wipe away the debt.
See? He's starting to put his story together.
Wipe away
You're quite fond of this theory of yours.
He's manufacturing new memories from his old ones.
Well,
So I cannot really see real time, but we might go a bit overestimate. blaming that on the soft locks.
Booker, wake up. This is where it started.
I sold you. I sold you.
To your credit, you did try to weasel out of the deal.
This is all Comstock's.
But yeah, this is almost time. As soon as we open the door of the
Killed him before he did any
lighthouse,
Things get set in motion.
run is over.
How would one know how far back to go?
That's the only way to do it. Go back to when he was born, and I'll smother this son of a bitch in his crib.
But yeah, I lost like, I don't know, 5 minutes to soft locks alone. Seems good. And time.
Booker, are you sure this is what you want?
Oh god, I just saw Chops joining my
Do you
channel.
want to hear your time, Henny?
Yeah, sure.
It's 1:55:43.
Feels bad, man.
Also, you muted in Discord if you're talking.
This isn't the same place, Booker.
Of course it is. I remember.
Yeah, I cannot unmute myself, but alright. That's Bioshock Infinite. I'm sorry for going overestimate. Nothing I could have done about it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks, we'll just watch this cutscene still. And
You were born again as a different man. It all has to end. To have never started. Not just in this world, but in all of ours.
Smother him in the crib.
Smother, 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 smother. Before the choice is made. Before you are reborn.
if you want to learn this game, you can join our Discord. And it's not as bad with the RNG as I said before. At least not if you want to go for a top time. But yeah, that's Bioshock Infinite. Thanks for having me, and enjoy B movie, the game, the book, the whatever. See ya.
Alright, thanks Henny for coming and doing this run for us.